Up next on MOCAPTV, we hear from Air Force recruiters about physical fitness. Congratulate our newest cadet officers. Take a look back at the floods of '93. And hear from our wing commander on her goals for 2013. We have these stories and much more. MOCAPTV starts now.
Alright everybody, I need a go, no-go for MOCAPTV news broadcast. Audio.
Go audio.
7.
Video.
Check.
6.
Live stream.
No worries, mate.
5.
Anchor check.
4.
Where's our anchor?
3. 2. You're watching the MOCAPTV News Network. 1.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of MOCAPTV. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Brad Sanker. One of the best benefits of being a cadet in CAP is the opportunity to participate in orientation flights. Each cadet is authorized up to 5 front seat powered flights and 5 glider flights where available. Cadets from Winsfield Composite Squadron participated in orientation flights on the 12th of January. For Cadet Master Sergeant Kayla Stout and Cadet Airman Justin Smith, it was their first flight. For most, that first flight is an experience of a lifetime. Cadet Justin Smith recounts his experience.
It was a lot of fun. Very nerve-wracking at first, but once we ascended, I started feeling more comfortable. And when he taught me how to use the controls and handed them over, I definitely felt a lot more excited than nervous.
Special thanks to the pilots of the Gateway Composite Squadron for their assistance with these orientation flights. Congratulations to the newest wing commander in North Central Region. Colonel Mike Mao took command of Iowa Wing following a ceremony officiated by Colonel Robert Todd, the North Central Region commander, on the 12th of January. Colonel Mao received his Eagles, which were pinned on by Major Carol Hurtle and Lieutenant Colonel Paul Hurtle, friends and fellow commanders from Illinois Wing. We look forward to seeing great things from his command and the continued relationship of shared knowledge and commitment to North Central Region. Congratulations also goes to Major Steve Abishan, who recently took command of Group 2 in Missouri Wing. Major Abishan previously was the commander of St. Charles Composite Squadron. Major Abishan was replaced by Lieutenant Clay Sakabu. The change of command for St. Charles Composite Squadron was officiated by Colonel Erica Williams. 5 Missouri Wing cadets recently received the Billy Mitchell Award. Cadet Trevor Granneman from the 119th Composite Squadron, Cadet Clayton Smith from Central Missouri Composite Squadron, Cadet Levi Bowles from Platte Valley, and Cadets Alicia Talbert and Clayton Berry from the River City Composite Squadron all completed requirements for the Billy Mitchell Award. The award is the first major milestone in the cadet program and serves as the transition to the cadet officer ranks. Cadet Nathaniel Madrano of Saline County Composite Squadron also just recently completed all requirements for the Amelia Earhart Award. Congratulations to each of these cadets and their outstanding accomplishments. There are 15 days until the Wing deadline for completing this year's annual inventory. Missouri Wing set 31 January as the deadline to allow Wing staff to find items submitted on report of survey. Instructions for the inventory are available in ORMS, and the Wing has also provided a video tutorial on the process. For questions about the inventory, please contact Colonel John Mays for logistics issues or Major Ron Hamilton for communications. Supply officers and commanders must put eyes on every asset and are encouraged to take pictures of identifiable markings for their records. Several members from across the wing and some from Illinois Wing participated in Squadron Leadership School and Training Leaders of Cadets course hosted by Group 3. Here is Lieutenant Colonel Bill Sanders with more on that story.
Group 3 of the Missouri Wing Civil Air Patrol conducted a Squadron Leadership School and Training Leaders of Cadets course recently in Sedalia, Missouri. As part of the Group 3 Commander's goals, Senior Member Officer Professional Development Training is offered at least one weekend every 3 months to ensure our adult leadership is versed in the latest curriculum and guidance from the National Headquarters, the North Central Region, and the Missouri Wing. With these opportunities, adult members also fulfill requirements towards their applicable Senior Member Professional Development Awards and specialty tracks. Squadron Leadership School provides Civil Air Patrol's adult members with a basic understanding of Civil Air Patrol operations at the squadron level and how those operations affect Civil Air Patrol's national missions. Additionally, members learn more about Civil Air Patrol customs, core values, and communications. Squadron Leadership School is the in-resident program required for Level 2, which is the Benjamin O. Davis Jr. Award. The Training Leaders of Cadets course improves the cadet program officer's ability to lead and administer the cadet program at the squadron level. During the Training Leaders of Cadets, they learn how the cadet program should be implemented at the squadron level, trade success stories with leaders from other squadrons, and gain practical tools they can use in their unit's cadet program. Reporting from Sedalia, I am Lieutenant Colonel Bill Sander, Commander of the Group 3 Missouri Wing.
Physical fitness is an important part of the cadet program. Recently, members from the Air Force Recruiting Service joined the Central Missouri Composite Squadron in their monthly PT, and also gave a presentation on Air Force opportunities. Here is Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Caleb Couture with more of the story.
Members from the 345th Recruiting Squadron recently visited the Central Missouri Composite Squadron to participate in PT with the cadets. Master Sergeant Anthony Thompson, a recruiter assigned to Columbia, Missouri, and Lieutenant Colonel Sharon Presley, the recruiting squadron commander from Scott Air Force Base, joined the unit with stretches and mobile calisthenics, which are a type of warm-up exercise, and then moved on to running. There are 2 types of run available, the mile and the shuttle run. To complete the shuttle run, speed and agility are required. For the mile, endurance and longevity. Sergeant Thompson and Colonel Presley selected the mile run and helped create some friendly competition among the runners, thus provoking slightly faster run times than last month.
What we actually did when I was out there, we actually participated in PT, which is a big thing right now, specifically in America, with over 50% of America's youth being overweight. The PT program was excellent. We actually ran about 1.5 miles, did that, then we did some push-ups, sit-ups.
After the run was complete, the recruiters joined the cadets for push-ups, sit-ups, and a sit-and-reach flexibility test. After the testing was over, the Air Force members gave a short presentation on some of the awesome opportunities available in the United States Air Force, and things that will help prepare the way to get there. Being in Civil Air Patrol is a great way to start that direction, but it will give experience and training that you can take anywhere, not just to the armed forces. There are things in Civil Air Patrol and also in school that will make it easier along the way, but it's still not easy to get in, Colonel Presley noted. The reason being that only the best make the grade.
Now, when I went out and visited with the Civil Air Patrol unit in Columbia, Missouri, I had an excellent time. They were doing some great things there. I believe it's an excellent program. They're teaching our young men and women how to actually be in authority, and take charge of their lives.
Overall, it was a successful evening and an insightful one for the members in attendance to use as a compass for their CAP career. Reporting from Columbia, Missouri, I am Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Caleb Couture.
This year marks the 20th anniversary of the floods of 1993. This natural disaster was a turning point for Missouri Wing and truly introduced the state and the nation to the talents that Civil Air Patrol has to offer. MOCAPTV is taking a look back at the heroic efforts of our members and reflecting on the stories and challenges we faced. Here is a sneak peek of some of that story.
The flood of '93 was devastating, but it also, the positive side, if there is a positive side to anything like that, was that Civil Air Patrol showed it could do the job that it was trained to do.
I say we, the wing headquarters, essentially moved to Marshall during the flood, and we set up an emergency operating center out of the squadron headquarters. That went on for 45 days, and the local cadets, many of them, learned duties, learned jobs that they had never done before.
I was 13 years old and joining Civil Air Patrol. In fact, I joined in May of '93, so at the height of Civil Air Patrol or Missouri Wing really getting involved. So I was a basic cadet who can't even remember her second meeting. I saw what the cadets could do. And when you start out in an organization like this, sometimes as a kid, you sit there kind of going, okay, that sounds cool, but I'll never get to do that. And yet I could see cadets helping on the flight line, marshaling the aircraft, refueling aircraft, being in charge. So that was kind of memorable to see that you didn't have to be the old colonel.
One of the things that helped tremendously was Grandma Vardaman's ability to keep the food service going. Without that, we'd have had a total disruption of all activities.
She ran basically food service for the mission. I remember her being very diligent about, when people got served and who got served first, and she was one of those little ladies who, if the cadets had been working hard, they ate. And if a flight crew came in, they waited. And, if it was first come, first serve, and you didn't push people out of line. And she stood around with her wooden spoon.
Our wing commander, Colonel Erica Williams, recently sat down with us in studio to outline her goals for 2013. Here's a little bit of that message.
As we entered 2012, I reminded the wing that we can and should do better than we have done in the past. We made strides forward and raised the bar in some areas. However, we must continue to show excellence in all we do. This year, I have a few goals I would like to see the wing reach to continue our forward momentum. First, I would like to see our wing continue to grow. I think the idea of 1,300 members in 2013 is not a distant dream. To reach this number, each squadron would need to recruit 5 new members. I cannot think of a squadron that would be hurt with the addition of 5 new members, cadet or senior. Second, in addition to gaining new members, we must be all working on our education and training. Third, we also need cadets to progress in their training and education. I believe that we can easily see a 20% increase in milestone completions for cadets. Fourth, we need to continue to improve our reporting time. I think 100% on-time documentation is a reasonable goal. Deadlines are well published, so there is no reason for late reports. Fifth, and by no means last, we need to be better at asset accountability. In 2013, the goal is to bring asset management into compliance. This wing is still cleaning up from mistakes in the past. These mistakes have cost us resources. We need to do a much better job managing what the Air Force and ultimately the taxpayers have loaned us. The wing has adopted the motto, "Show me excellence." In the past few years, we have strived for this standard. For 2013, I hope you will join me in the continued effort to improve Missouri Wing and show everyone else that we are one of the premier wings in Civil Air Patrol. Thank you for an outstanding year. I am looking forward to another year of excellence in 2013.
For the Wing Commander's complete video message, you can check it out on YouTube, Facebook, or on the Missouri Wing website. We close out this episode of MOCAPTV with video of a delegation from Civil Air Patrol ringing the bell on January 4th at the New York Stock Exchange. Led by Major General Chuck Carr, CAP National Commander, a group of about 20 CAP representatives, including cadets, were at the Stock Exchange podium to officially start trading. The opening bell ceremony provided a platform to generate international exposure for CAP. The bell ringing ceremony was featured on the New York Stock Exchange website and on television networks such as CNBC, Bloomberg TV, and the Fox Business News, reaching millions of viewers worldwide. For MOCAPTV, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Brad Sanker.